I am so confused about who's going to win Best Picture. I have no clue because this award season has been so insane. Okay, here's the nominees: Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Pérez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. Let me just go through the films that's not going to win. Wicked's not going to win. Not to say Wicked could have won any other year, but I think with the Oscar voters, Wicked Part 2 comes out next year. So I think any major awards that Wicked wins is going to be next year for Wicked Part 2. But we still have to see what comes out next year. So Wicked Part 2 will probably be somebody's. There's going to be a major win next year for Wicked Part 2. The Substance, much bandied about. I thought early on maybe it had a slight dark horse shot. But no, the main person there is Demi Moore. Demi Moore should win Best Actress. Unless Mikey Madison surprises with Anora, which could happen because the Oscars do something crazy. They do crazy things all the time. So The Substance is going to win. Nickel Boys isn't going to win. I'm Still Here is not going to win. Emilia Pérez, coming out of the Golden Globes, even though most people didn't like the film, it was a front runner along with The Brutalist coming out of the Golden Globes. But after Sofía Gascón's tweets from 2019, something like that, when they found those racist tweets by her, it not only killed her chances as award chances for her, it also killed the chances of the film. That is just insane. It's one thing if it just killed the chances of her. Okay, yeah, she put out the tweets, but man, it also killed the whole film in award season, except for Zoe Saldana. Zoe Saldana most likely will win Best Supporting because she's been winning Best Supporting throughout award season. And again, like I always said before, she'll stand up there and talk about tolerance and we should respect each other and love each other. There's no place for hate. She's the perfect spokesperson for this. Zoe Saldana's been around for a long time. They like her. I'm not sure if she deserves the Best Supporting, but she's been winning throughout award season, so I can't see anything changing from that. But Emilia Pérez, no. Dune Part 2, cinematically great. It wasn't Empire Strikes Back. People were saying, oh my God, it's just as good as The Empire Strikes Back. It's like, no. No. Visually, it was great, but it's not The Empire Strikes Back. No, but it's great. It was great. I thought Austin Butler, I believe, deserved a Best Supporting Actor nomination for his role in that film. He was fantastic in Dune Part 2. But he didn't. So Dune Part 2, it'll win some Oscars, though. I think it will come away with some Oscars, but it's not going to win Best Film. Okay, now we get to contenders. Conclave was a film I thought was going to be the film to beat. It has Ralph Fiennes, Monica Bellucci. It deals with the church and all that stuff. He plays a priest. Like, I figured, okay, this might be the film to beat. It hasn't been that way at all. It wasn't winning at all. It has lost most of the awards through a reward season up until the Screen Actors Guild. The Screen Actors Guild gave it Best Picture. It hasn't won at all, mostly maybe some smaller awards, but it hasn't won anything in the major awards at all. And right before the week before the Oscars, Conclave gets Best Picture. My main film back in the Golden Globes is now back in play. But is it too little too late? I don't know. But it was such a shock. It was such a shock. Like, after a while, that whole cast was like, we just showing up for the party. They would go to all these different award shows and nothing. But man, okay, so Conclave has a shot. A Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan flick. It has an outside shot. Timothée Chalamet, he has an outside shot of winning Best Actor now. Because he won. Oh, he also won at the SAG Awards. It's so crazy because I thought Chalamet would win early on, maybe up against Ralph Fiennes, but neither one of them were winning. And Adrian Brody was leading the way after a while. And then there's been controversy with The Brutalist. I'll talk about that in a second. And Timothée Chalamet ends up winning Best Actor at the SAG Awards, and he gave a great speech about he wants to be one of the greats of all time and all that stuff. This is fantastic. But I don't think a Complete Unknown is going to win because it hasn't won anything so far. So I don't think that's going to happen. The Brutalist. The Brutalist is a curious film. Stars Adrien Brody. Adrien Brody was winning like Best Actor along the way until the controversy happened. And the controversy was during the production of the film, they used artificial intelligence to fix some of the actors' Hungarian accents. I don't think that's a problem per se, but they didn't let anybody know. So people are watching that film, it's like, oh my God, this film is so fantastic. These Hungarian accents sounds perfect. Yeah, it was perfect AI. And from that, The Brutalist went from the film to beat, especially after Emilia Pérez and that controversy. It became the film to beat, but then this AI thing is a major issue. However, the voters still might like the film. They might actually look past the accents and just still might like the film. So it still has a shot. And you have Anora. Anora is an interesting film. Anora has been picking up steam throughout award season. Every award that Demi Moore wasn't winning, Mikey Madison, who's the lead in Anora, has been winning Best Actress. There is a lot of people who love Anora. The question is, would they give an Oscar to a film about a stripper? Best Picture. And again, the film is more than that. But would they do it? That would be very ballsy. I don't know. So right now, it's really between Conclave, The Brutalist, and Anora. Conclave, of all these films, is probably the safer choice. If they want safe, because every other film that's been the leader so far, is something bad's happened. The safest choice from the very beginning has been Conclave. Would the Oscar voters, who are weird anyway at times voting, would they go with Conclave? Say, you know what? Something's always wrong with all these films. The Brutalist got the AI thing. I don't know if I can give the Best Picture about a film about a stripper. I'm going to go with the good old-fashioned Priest. So they might go with Conclave. The Brutalist still has a shot if the voters look past the AI and just like the film as it is, as a nice piece of art. They might just go ahead and just vote for The Brutalist just because, hey, I don't care about the AI thing. Yeah, it's problematic, but the story and the acting and the look of the film is magnificent. Why don't we go with that? They might go with that. Or they just might shake up. They might shake up the whole. If Anora wins, it will shake up everything. Anora, if it wins, Best Picture will shake up the whole industry because it's been a little edgier than could. It's been trugging along, and it could win. So tell me what you guys think. What do you think is Best Picture? Is it Anora? Is it The Brutalist? Is it Conclave? Or is there something here that you think should be contenders? Like I'm Still Here, Nickel Boy, Substance, Wicked. Let me know.